Since the dawn of humanity, man has been shaped and influenced by the technology surrounding us. These advances have morphed and nurtured the way we perceive and interact with our environment. Posthumanists theorize that as humans, we will transcend into our future and phase out human emotion. Thus, our physical manifestation will evolve into a cybernetic or non-organic existence. Donna Haraway engages science-fictional thematics of hybridity, perversity, and irony, which are radically ambivalent in their rejection of both utopian and dystopian visions of a cyborg future. Another take on posthumanist theory projects the ideology that humanity is disconnected from its natural heritage/habitat, disregarding the want or need for unification. This challenges traditional architectural conventions and theorizes the possibilities of humanity's role in relation to technological advancement and innovation into the future. Posthumanism is the human condition of which that is physically and psychologically morphed over time through the influence of nature and technology. Posthuman architecture challenges traditional methodology and embraces in the union of nature. Cybernetics is somewhat questionable and dependent on perspective. Donna Haraway and Carrie Wolf support the notion of a cybernetic future, whilst other theorists reject the idea of a future where we are no longer feeling pain or suffering and are synthesized with the technology that surrounds us. Although it is becoming more evident every day, the integration of technology into our bodies is becoming more evident, reshaping and changing what it is to be human. This evolutionary morphing of genetics is a technological singularity that is phasing out suffering and obtaining global access to speed and intelligence. Structures that can be considered a post-human design blur the line of acceptable living and establish itself outside of the social norm, that run the risk of being misunderstood. The structure becomes its surroundings, drawing attention to a fault or an obsolete aspect of the neighbouring urban design and its respective lifestyle. This draws attention to its materials, ambient conditions, and the parameters of the environment, becoming an inspiration for change, not just locally, but globally. The exploration of spatial dynamics and integrated materiality is demonstrated within the work of RNC's I'm Lost in Paris, which showcases the concepts of sustainable design. This vegetal cyborg, or ecological house, portrays the conventions of passive cooling, natural ventilation, and green roofs that are made lusciously dangerous, overtaking the entire structure for the function of the home, thus becomes a machine for living. It visually displays a unified connection between human structure and nature. RNC is an architectural practice based in Paris that defines itself using a seemingly never-ending repertoire of architectural experimentation, bold questioning and provocative thinking, centered around the modern architecture and the natural environment of which it sits. I'm Lost in Paris is a structure that marries inhabitable space with a skin composed of vegetation and curious gem-like vessels. 300 glass beakers act as a coating over the rear windows. These glass beakers are filled with the bacteria that, with the assistance of rainwater, becomes a fertilizer to sustain the surrounding environment. I'm Lost in Paris is a building that stands as a statement piece highlighting this separation and disassociation between humans, nature, and the animal counterparts. This is a portrayal in the visual juxtaposition between the dull industrial interior versus the bright, luscious exterior of the building. As a result of human experience, the 21st century has ushered in a redefinition of the human. The machine has turned into our companion species. Technological singularity is evident through the integration of civil well-being. I'm Lost in Paris challenges traditional architectural urban planning in the built environment. Overall, the building becomes a hybrid through the joining of simple yet provocative mechanical feed lines. The building brings forth inquisitive questioning of the current standards in ecological and urban design, begging for the reinterpretation of nature's role in mankind's future.